requirement under the train operator security plan. Vehicles on here which are have a confidential status around them. It's not a secret within Milton Keynes that we keep the Royal Train here.
Recording.
Okay, can I have a copy of the video footage, please? I'd really prefer if you turned your body camera off now.
Why?
Because I find it offensive that you are recording this conversation. Which bit of you can't capture images of this site from the air do you
but
not get?
I can.
I'm the Chief Operating Officer.
Fair enough.
And the other guy who's gone inside is actually the Finance Director.
Am I right in saying you're flying a drone today? Okay. Do you have a licence for one of those?
So welcome back everyone to another video. And we're here looking at the Gemini Rail Services depot in Wolverton. Never been here before. It's not too far from Milton Keynes area. We're doing a little day today in the sort of Buckinghamshire way. We've done Woburn today, Woburn Abbey and all that area. We're just finishing off with a railway yard. On the map, it's quite a large railway sidings. So I thought we'll have a little look and get the drone up. It does say over here reception. All visitors must sign in, but I don't think we're going to be getting past the barrier. Is it possible to access?
I don't know.
Ah.
You have to go to the reception.
Yeah, it's locked.
What do you want to say?
I just want to be nosy.
No.
Yeah?
No, you're not allowed inside.
Just be nosy with the camera, you know?
No, you're not allowed.
Ah, man.
No, you're not allowed.
You know the train track is there, yeah?
Yeah.
I want to have a look at that.
No, you're not allowed.
Ah, man.
No, you're not even got safety clothes, no high vis, no boots. You're not allowed.
I've got a drone. I'll take the drone over.
Yeah.
Fly.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've got to take the drone up and have a look from the top.
They don't allow it, huh?
Really?
No. It's a very...
Who should I talk to? Should I tell somebody?
Let me call somebody here.
All right, mate. Ah, hello guys.
You all right?
Yeah, well, he just asked what I was up to, so I just wanted to be nosy in the yard.
Yeah.
That's all, mate. It's just a...
We're not, as a general rule, we're not allowed under our... We've got a specific requirement under the train operator security plan.
Right.
To not have drones over the oversight because we're a category B location.
What do you mean by category B?
So if you think about some of the stations in London and all the rest of it, then there are certain areas where you can't take photographs. You can't take photographs on network rail locations unless you've got a permit.
Right.
And that's so that they know the purpose for the filming and all the rest of it. It's quite heavily controlled.
Right.
Because of security reasons. We have a similar responsibility here in case someone uses this to access the network in order. That's why we have stupid gates and barriers.
Right.
And
So I can't come in?
I'm afraid you can't come in, and
right.
If you were to fly a zone overhead, we would.
That's the alternative, yeah. I want to go in with that kind of thing.
We would be reporting that to the police.
Police?
Yeah.
Why?
British. For everything I've just said, we are a category B site under the train operator security plan, which is a national police security measure for rail.
I've never heard of that one, I'll be honest. I've not myself, but you clearly know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we have to liaise with British Transport Police because they're the police force that manage the
I know about
rail
the
infrastructure.
Transport Police.
So for various different stations are categorised. So if you went somewhere like Tamworth, for example, that's a category C.
So it comes lower. C is lower.
C's lower, D is even lower. So D might be a little stop in the middle of nowhere.
So why would here be higher?
Because we have vehicles in various different states of disrepair,
Ah.
and we also have some vehicles on here which are have a confidential status around them. It's not a secret within Milton Keynes that we keep the Royal Train here.
Oh, right.
We keep the Royal Train here.
That's why.
For security reasons, sorry, you can't fly your drone overhead. I wouldn't have told you.
No, I cut you away.
You know, that's the real reason. Is
it here now?
It is here now, and it's undercover, and it's controlled by, its position and status and where it is within the location. You can go on Google Maps, and you can look at it, and you get no clues. No, you can't see
Oh,
it.
right.
You get no clues as to where it might be, but if people are independently doing that, then that's contrary to our train operator security plan. So I would need to report it to the police.
What about if I go off the land and do it?
Well, you can do that, but your drone's still overhead. That's
Right.
the way you're accessing data,
Yeah.
or the way
Hello.
that you're capturing images. It would be of interest to the police,
Right.
the whys and the wherefores, and they would then come to want to talk to you about it.
I mean, if I said to you to tell me where to avoid, you can't do that because
I can't.
that's going to then be the place where probably it is.
So, whilst I absolutely appreciate the requirement for freedom and all the rest of it,
Yes.
in the same way that you
Hello.
can't just fly drones over people's back gardens and stuff like that,
You could, but it's a privacy issue then, isn't it, really?
well, it's no different. It's a business privacy issue, and there's also a train operator security plan issue.
Yeah.
So we would have an issue.
I mean, the privacy side, if I was to fly over your back garden, you could be naked.
Yeah, true.
You'd have expectation of being able to
Have
be
you
private.
seen our staff?
Have I seen what?
Have you seen some of our staff? Some of them look like genuinely.
My point is, I'm not going to catch anybody getting changed.
Are you
no, no.
recording at the moment?
The body camera's always on, just
It's always on.
in case, yeah.
But you didn't tell anybody that you're recording.
Sorry, yeah.
And recording live voice as well.
No, not live, no. Just
You're
recording.
voice.
Sorry?
You're recording voice as well.
It's just a video. So when I do,
Picture.
when I take my drone up,
Yeah.
I talk. This doesn't record audio, just video.
Is that recording now?
It is,
The body
but
cam.
it's recording.
Okay, can I have a copy of the video footage, please, off the body cam?
Why?
Because you're currently recording me without my permission, having not previously announced it,
Right.
and that's now been asked. So I'm asking you
Yep.
for a copy of that as a lawful request.
So your CCTV, I suppose I could request the same.
You can.
Yeah.
We're registered with the Information Commission.
Yes.
So therefore, you can make application for that.
Yeah.
Under the grounds that we have CCTV for the prevention of crime and
Yeah.
etc. We have that registration. That's the protection that individuals have.
you're-
You haven't afforded me that back.
So the audio is recorded for the drone essentially. So when I'm above and I can talk,
That's fine.
it will record what I
Are
see.
you recording now?
It is recording now.
And the video?
Not necessarily you.
No, but you're pointing yourself to me. And you've not asked my permission to be recorded.
Your CCTV is there for
Could you give us your contact details?
the purpose that you mentioned,
So could we
right?
get your details so we can request?
I was dealing with his request.
Yeah, can you?
So your CCTV is here for the purpose that you told me, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. No other reason.
No, there's about 5 reasons on the
Yeah.
authorization.
But you don't. Okay. You wouldn't publicise that for public interest. That's purely for your security purposes, mainly. My camera
Okay. I'll
could
tell you
be
what,
exempt from your request. That's what I'm trying to say. It could be.
your camera.
I'd have to check. Okay. If I believe my drone is lawful to go over, if I believe that, and you're saying it's not, right? But let's say down the line it's deemed to be lawful, and you're trying to restrict it by telling me what you've told me, and I do appreciate what you've said. It seems plausible that the Royal Train is here, and that would be a reason. I get that, right? But let's say down the line the police do arrive, and you say, actually, lawfully he's okay to do it, we shouldn't have tried to stop him, then it becomes a public interest. The objection to the drone
Yeah,
becomes a public interest.
that's fine.
And there's an exemption for body camera footage to be for public interest.
Still can
So if down the line that happened, I'd have to deny your request. If it wasn't, then I'd accept it,
Yeah, but
basically.
we have contact
Would
details
you
too.
like me to just phone the police now?
Not really, no.
Okay,
If
because
you give me a contact, I can check whether it's exempt, and if it's not, then I can forward on you the footage.
fine.
No worries.
That's fine. But
Like-
can you pass us your details so we can make the request to you for your footage?
I can give you an email address,
That'd be great.
yeah. Or you give me your email and I'll just forward it over. Yeah. But moving forward, police, no need for police.
no,
I'm going to go out there, I'm going to fly from there, I'm not going to come in. Like,
Okay.
I'll be out off-site.
have a
And
license
if
to
the zone,
fly?
Yeah.
if the zone appears to come over site, we will be phoning the police.
I've got to go over. I can avoid areas
don't
if
have
you tell me
go
to.
over. Because
If
there's
you
no.
go anywhere over the site, we have to phone the police, unfortunately.
Well, you have to.
Yeah, it's a,
It's a
we have
restricted
an obligation under the train operator security plan, right? Which is the document that protects the rail infrastructure from. Because it's a shared risk with all of the operators and all of the maintainers. If we had just had an open house policy, so anybody could just wander on, anybody could do anything to the trains that are under significant repairs,
Yeah.
then we would be opening the network up to various different harm or
course.
threat. In the same way,
Hence the security you've got.
exactly.
Yeah.
So,
But
I mean-
flying is,
No.
providing I'm not going in at this height, providing I'm way up there, I would deem it to be okay. No.
Yeah, but you're deeming it to be okay. You have no, your.
I mean, it wouldn't fit in with your plan. You said security plan.
It's not my plan. It's a
No, but-
national plan
yeah,
that
that-
is operated by British Transport Police
Yeah.
under the auspices of the counter-terrorism legislation. It's been in place for a long time. It's
Right.
not new.
Yeah.
It's been in place since before 2000. 2000.
I've flown over depots before, be it not with the Royal Training.
And
I wasn't aware of that.
Permission in advance.
No.
So that's all that is doing is that's just effectively breaching the privacy regulations that exist to protect the security of the train industry. I don't know what you're going to publish. I don't know where you're going to publish.
Depends what I see.
So
If it's an interesting train yard, people like trains. It brings in different viewers, you know.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
So do people who want to do harm to the network,
Right.
or the rest of it. I refer you to Simon Brodkin's website.
Right.
Who is is a stand-up comedian who pulls pranks on people, and he will. If you go and look up the very popular one at the moment, which is Donald Trump,
Okay.
that is used for counter-terrorism surveillance training.
Okay.
Right? Simon Brodkin, his thing with Trump at Scottish Hotel. It's about 7 minutes long. It's really interesting.
Okay.
But he used the open source and public source documentation that he got from various different sites in order to to plan his stunt. So the industry is specifically challenged with trying to not have that type of silly thing happen.
Sure.
And I'm very welcome. You're very welcome if you want to try to put your drone up and take some footage.
Yeah.
That's not an invitation, by the way. That will just mean that I can call the police.
Right.
So
I can't
and
stop
that's
you
what
doing
I'm-
your process.
Say again?
I can't stop you doing that process. I can try and alleviate your
And
concerns a little
I can't
bit.
stop you flying your drone, but I can through calling the police, ask them to seize your drone, to take possession of your footage that you've taken. It may to you be absolutely immaterial and just be your public right to go flying wherever you want to.
It's not just about that.
It's not.
Otherwise, I go and fly over Tesco. It's boring. Here, it's interesting to see, you know. What trains you've got in? I've got an interest in trains, that kind of thing.
All these fences and all that security is not there because we're trying to hide really interesting things from people who might be interested. It's a work site, and we have a lot of trains in various different conditions of repair, some of whom might have been crashed, might have been involved in incidents, stuff which is not for public consumption.
It's not against the law to look at it, surely. Providing I don't zoom in on any...
I'd really prefer it if you turned your body camera off now.
Why?
Because I find it offensive that you are recording this conversation when I'm giving you...
I didn't want the conversation, my friend. Your colleague walked in and said, what are you doing? I'd have launched and cracked on.
Yeah.
But like...
No, but hang on a second.
I wasn't...
If you want to launch a crack,
do you want to just go and phone the police? We'll just go and phone the police.
I'd advise not to.
You advise me not to.
Yeah. I'm not going to be here. I'll go back out on the main road and do it.
And that's fine. But
Right.
your drone will be, if we don't have the capability to take your drone down.
I get that,
But
yeah.
you get to impose your will,
Yeah.
which is you'll do whatever you want to do.
I'm willing to work
Even
with you.
though- No, you're not.
I'll stay high. I won't go low.
What?
Okay.
Which bit of you can't capture images of this site from the air do you
But I
not
can.
get?
I can do that.
Yes,
But I am trying to
physically
work
You
with-
can, but you'll be breaching.
No, I mean, lawfully is okay. The reason I'm trying to work with you is because you've put across an issue at this particular site that may be of concern. That's why I'm trying to work with you. I didn't know that. I haven't came to target your site due to the Royal Train being here. I didn't know.
No,
Right.
but the fact
That's
that
a valid
you-
concern.
The fact,
isn't it?
all right. So, the rule is how other people have interpreted it within their own depot environments is completely different.
Yeah.
That may be all the rest of it, but I can advise you that we have a rule that nobody can fly drones here. We don't have advertising. We don't use any drone shots in any of our
Right.
material, promotional work or anything like that because of the potential to provide security information that wouldn't otherwise be available.
I get
Yes,
that.
you can go on Google Earth. Yes, you can zoom
That's
in.
it. Google Maps has a
Google
similar
Maps,
view.
or whatever. And Google Maps, we are able to apply for restrictions if we think there's a particular restriction required. We can do that on a particular area, but it doesn't go in close enough to show trains. It doesn't go in close enough to show any detail.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah.
And to be honest, the fight is with Google, Google are very open to that sort of conversations. Also,
Yeah, yeah.
the Google imagery for this particular site is over 4 years old.
Okay.
Some of it's over 7 years
But when
old.
they update it, I mean,
Well,
it's still an image, isn't it?
yeah, it is still an image. But that doesn't mean to say that we should have a row of people with flying their drones overhead.
No.
And nor would we choose to permit that. So, unfortunately, I'll have to ask you to leave the premises.
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah.
And if you choose to have the drone up in the air, we will be calling the police.
Okay. I can't stop you doing that. I've tried to work with you.
I clearly can't
Yeah, yeah.
stop you flying a drone over a site where I've tried to reasonably explain.
Yeah. I'm not here for a terrorist purpose or a negative purpose. Just so you're aware, that's my
I'm sure that's what
admittance to
everyone
you.
says, but I'm just advising
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
right, that if you fly a drone over site, we will be looking for. So, if you could give me your email address, that would be most helpful.
It was the Google Maps that attracted me. I zoomed in and I saw a massive yard and thought, what's that? It showed interest, you know. It provoked me to be interested.
No, I appreciate where you...
Big railway yards are interesting to general public that have never seen them before.
Yeah, and
right.
we have even visitors to our site are not permitted to take photographs for any other purpose other than for if they are actually the owners of the train.
Oh, fair
So
enough.
we don't have train spotters come on the site. We do occasionally do accompanied site visits for people, but they're not. The photography is not permitted.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Are you in charge?
Yes.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, I'm the chief operating officer.
Fair enough.
You'll be able to see from your camera footage. My name's Sean Foster,
Oh, fair enough, mate.
and the other guy who's gone inside is actually the finance director.
Ooh,
So,
the two big, but okay, fair enough.
well, it's a serious concern. We can't.
Yeah.
We're,
I'll stay high. It will be clearer than Google Maps, but I won't be low. I promise you that.
Well, I promise you, if you fly your drone, I'm calling the police. So
Right.
I need your name, please. If that's all right.
Dan, I can't give any more than that, I'm afraid.
Why can't you give any more than that? I've given you that. I've given you that. I'm appearing on your.
Didn't need it.
I'm appearing on your unsolicited video.
The reason I don't want to give you my full name at the moment is because I believe you're going to call the police for something that's not needed to be a police matter.
But that's
The
not
police
yours
may
to,
turn
that's
up.
not yours to decide.
No, but the police may turn up. They may come and speak to me and say, oh, what are you doing? And I'll tell them. And they'll say, okay, we can't stop you. You carry on doing that. No name given. If I give you my full name, they come in with a head start of, you're so-and-so. What are you doing? I don't like to be on the back foot, if that makes sense to you. If I'm lawful. If I'm lawful.
I'm pleased that you don't like to be on the back foot.
If I am breaking
I'm standing here
yeah,
wanting to, trying to give you the information to keep you on the right side of the current process.
But we do disagree, don't we? I think I'm lawful, and you believe it's going to be an illegal matter.
That's the whole freedom of information argument, isn't it? Now it's mine until someone says I can't. I can do whatever I like until someone says I can't.
Okay, imagine a guy flies a drone down the road and you don't know they're doing it. They get the footage and go.
Yeah.
Great, but if they come in and ask you, you're going to say no, right? And they might walk away and never do it.
I'm not aware that anybody asked me. I got a member of staff saying there's a guy outside wants to take photographs of the site, and I've told him he can't.
But imagine somebody asked you.
A general, right? If
You
someone asked
say
me,
no, right? Yeah.
I'd say no.
Exactly. And they may walk away and not fly.
But if someone reports to me that a drone's flying, we'll call the police.
Yeah. But let's say the police come and they say to you, lawful is okay. Let's say they say that.
But, right.
Then I've done my job, haven't I? I've exercised my right to fly, and the police have agreed.
So, do you hold a UAV license?
It's operator ID for this drone. It's on there.
Yeah.
It's a number.
Because it's under 247 grams.
It's 249 gram, the drone.
249.
Yeah, so it's small enough that it doesn't require a license to be flown, but it is registered with the CAA. But it is an interesting site. I'm not just doing it to prove a point. I genuinely have an interest in trains, so I wouldn't choose Tesco or some random yard. This, for me, will be interesting. It will be.
I'm pleased for you stealing my right to privacy. So that's all I can say.
Fair enough.
Because this is it's a private location.
Yeah.
It's not publicly accessible.
True.
And it is intended to be so, and is subject to a status within the train operator security plan. And therefore, I have an obligation to protect the security of the assets that are on site and the site itself.
Yeah.
I've given you that information.
You have.
You have completely. You're not interested in.
I am, but I have to fly. I can work with you, but I have to fly.
One thing that you do not have to do is fly. The one thing that is entirely your choice.
What about if it goes up and it doesn't come across? How will you know?
Listen,
You won't know.
I'm not.
I mean, if I go out there and you see it go up, are you going to call the police? Yes.
Yes.
But it may not even go over. It may.
I don't give.
I may get a view from there.
I'm really trying to keep me cool here, but I'm not.
Don't get annoyed, mate. You're doing your job. You know, just don't take it like personal or anything.
I know it's fine.
It's not against you.
No, it's fine. I mean,
Honestly.
I'm going to go now.
Cool.
If you choose to fly,
Okay.
get any reports of drones up, we're calling the police straight away. And we know it's Dan.
Do you want that email?
Yes, please.
You got a pen or?
I haven't got a pen on this.
Just for the request, the data request. dansdata@gmail.com. Dan's data.
Dan's data.
Yeah. Okay. But as I say, if I find an exemption to be valid, then I'll have to write back and say denied.
Okay.
But yeah. Anyway.
So I'm going to move my car, so if you don't mind.
You know it. Just so you're aware, I won't be going over any car parks or looking at any cars. I'm not here for that.
That is.
Just in case you were worried. I'm not here for that.
Plenty of what my worries are. So.
Fair enough. So we've had a quick look on drone assist. There is actually a red zone around Milton Keynes area, but not here. Nothing here at all. Just a yellow railway hazard area. Oh, they do have a taking off and landing. The landowner of infrastructure in this vicinity requires approval for takeoff and landing. However, they don't appear to be operating a compatible UTM ready system. Overflight or flying nearby. The landowner of infrastructure in this vicinity requests that they be notified of any planned flight taking place nearby. So they do have, and that's a railway network rail, taking off and landing zone alongside the regular railway one, which is the regular one. That's quite unique, the fact they've got that. But it does not include flying over. Let's have a look then, shall we? At the Gemini Railway yard in Wolverton, which apparently houses the Royal Train. I had no idea about that, but with the fact it being covered up, I don't think it really matters.
Max altitude reached.
And as you can see, there are lots of sheds here, lots of coverings. Let's go down here and have a look at this train. Looks like a very, very new, very, very modern unit. But what happened to that one there? That yard, that shed? It's fully ruined, isn't it? What a mess. Sorry? We've been through this.
So he's just said we've been through.
Is that the police? So on the drone application, I've checked here, and there is actually... Are you listening, my friend? I've checked the legalities. Yeah, but I'm trying to help you. I've checked the legalities here, and there is a landing zone you've got here, Network Rail 1.
Right.
And it says on there, I can't take off on your land.
Yeah.
And if I'm going to go over,
Yeah.
you prefer to notify you,
Yeah.
which I've done.
So apparently
Right.
Well, they technically did because this is the land. But you did technically take it from here, which is our land.
The drone was here.
Drone was here.
No, it wasn't. It was there, was it? Okay, stay there, I'll show you. You may be right, I'm pretty sure it was there.
He's definitely there.
I'll show you, we'll find out in a minute.
Yeah.
No, the recording of the drone starts on the way up, but the body camera would have picked it up. Oh,
Hold point.
I can check on here, but then the camera's got to go off. This only picks it up going up.
Can you show me that? You said you were going to prove it.
I was standing around it in case people walked past.
I think you need
So
to show me.
it was on the main path.
You can show me at the great.
I don't need to do anything, mate. If
You just said that you can't take off on the land.
Yeah, you've
And
got a-
You said you wanted to prove it.
You've got a zone. I didn't say I wanted to prove it.
You did, you said you can prove it.
Okay.
Your words were, I can prove it.
Yeah, because I thought I started the recording
But you
before the
still
drone
said you
went up.
can prove it. So
Listen.
you show me.
Listen. Oh, he didn't say. He walked past, but the drone was already up. No, it's all right. I thought you saw where the drone was on the floor, but it was already in the air, wasn't it? Yeah, when you walked. Yeah, so.
Well, it was mad.
No,
Was the drone here or was it here?
it was already up when he walked
Oh, I
past.
don't know, mate.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. So,
The reason I know it was on the pavement is because I stood around it in case somebody walked past and hit it.
You moved it there because when I saw you from there, you moved out the way because people
No,
walked behind you.
I put it here, and then picked it up and walked to there and decided no, and I came back to here and I put it here. Okay? Yeah? Yeah, I'm good, thank you, mate. If I get an opportunity to turn the body camera off, I'll show you.
are
Okay?
you a YouTuber?
Yes.
What's the channel?
Yeah.
What's the channel?
Due to them calling the police, I'm not going to give you that at the minute.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
size drone is it?
Sorry?
What size drone is it?
They know. I think they know. No, 249 grams.
Or is it DJI Mini, is it?
Yeah.
So like the qualified drone pilot itself. I wonder
Yeah.
what size it was, what the fucking hell.
All right then, let's.
I was just.
I'm tempted to watch the body cam footage back to prove him wrong. Right then, let's have a look at this yard, and I've just watched the body cam footage back. The drone did in fact take off from the public pathway, not from their land.
Max altitude reached.
I knew it did. I just wanted to double check. So, what kind of trains do they have in here? Let's see if we can work out what route they do. What train is that? It looks a little bit like an Elizabeth line train, but I don't think it is. But I've not seen those before. I'm sure the train experts will tell me straight away what they are. But he is on the phone to the police of kind, be it the transport police probably. What do we have here? Are they horizontal tracks? No, they're not, are they? No. Look how long the sheds are. We can drop it down a little bit here now. We can have a little bit of a closer look. Can't go too low. Get down to about there. Won't go any lower. I said I wouldn't. Let's have a look over here. Some kind of repair or maintenance going on there. That looks like a Chiltern Railways Turbo Star. I'm guessing the Royal Train is in one of the sheds. We're not here for that. We had no idea about that. I checked. I did check. I checked on my body cam. And I watched it, I filmed it on my phone.
No worries.
Let's go into the shade. I'm not sure how well it would have caught it for you. Oh,
Yeah, it's on the drive, mate.
sorry. No, it's not. It's not.
It is.
Hold on.
It's on the drive. Look, it's on
Yeah.
the drive.
on
Yeah,
the-
the line's there.
No, it's this side of the line, look.
No,
I know it's difficult to see.
that's not the public space.
But no, it's difficult to see. Look.
Yeah, look, the line's there. That's that line there. And you're over the line.
Look.
The shadow's going to cast down, right?
Yeah, that line there. Look.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. There's a line, look. Comes along.
Yeah.
It took off from here.
But,
Honestly.
But if you go one back. It took off there.
It didn't, but
Okay.
I promise you.
Anyway, so how does it work? Because you're not navigating now, so is it just up? I'm just interested now, just to...
It hovers.
Yeah.
If I don't move it.
You should have taken a photo of that.
Yeah, see, I haven't gone. I went a bit lower over there to see there was a.
But you've now taken a photo of something that you shouldn't have.
It's recording. But
Yeah, and you're recording it.
I had a look at what they were doing to the 2-car unit, which is clearly not going to be a secret matter.
No, but you've already taken a photo of the secret matter, so...
What's the
I don't know
secret?
where it is.
I don't know where the Royal Train is.
Yeah, no, but you've taken a photo of it now.
Of the train.
The shed, yeah.
Oh, the shed. Yeah, but it could be any shed.
But you've taken a photo of it.
Nobody knows what shed it's in. I don't know where it is.
But you've now just highlighted that there is in one of those sheds.
But you said
You've narrowed it down.
You said it's public knowledge.
It's not public knowledge where it is.
But your colleague said it's public knowledge that it's kept here.
Yeah, but don't know where it is.
No, but anybody. No, but from they're all the sheds you've got. It could be any shed.
Yeah, but no one knows where it is when you're here. The security issue is that it's here, you don't see it, you just can't go in. But now you've taken a photo, now I know exactly what sheds are
Okay,
where.
so it's public knowledge. It's here. Go onto Google Maps. You can see how many sheds you've got. My drone's not showing any more than that. I'm not going to drop down and try and look in.
Okay, so is it just that height, is it?
I'm going to stay. I mean,
So what do you do with this? Is like, you were saying one of the guys you were talking to said you're on YouTube. Is
So-
it like your YouTube channel or something?
it's 100 metres now. I won't go any lower than that. Look,
Yeah. So what is it you do though?
can't see a lot, can you? But
Oh, actually, go back a minute. That way. Just stop. Go zoom that way. Can you zoom that way? There's a new building there. Oh, okay.
which one? That one.
No, further back there.
One thing I did see is a building near you that's quite ruined.
Yeah.
That one there.
Yeah.
Is that part of you guys or?
That is part of the
Oh,
landlord stuff.
oh right.
But you can see that from Woodocks down that way.
Yeah. No, it goes on a
But what do you
YouTube
do?
channel.
Yeah, so what do you do? Is it like just filming it? I don't know. I don't understand how it that works.
So people always object to drones. So we get the.
Are you one of those, like, on YouTube where you get the guys and they go like by the airports and then there's some security guard comes out and goes, "You gotta do this," and then they go, "Yeah, we can." That kind of situation.
Kind of, but a lot of people do it purely for the negative reaction.
Oh, okay.
I try to fly over sites that are actually interesting.
So you're trying to get a negative reaction from us? Oh, that's a doom and gloom.
Not trying to get a negative
You're
reaction.
inciting it.
I turn up on a fly.
Yeah.
A lot of
And
people
somebody
now-
interact with it, and then you. But why did you come over there rather than doing it from here? Because you were down there, weren't you?
I walked in to see what I could see from the gate,
Okay.
and then
Well, at that
one of your
point
colleagues walked in.
Yeah, but at that point in time you're on private property, aren't you?
There's a walkway there.
No, that's for the people that to say that because if a train comes in and you get run over. Then
Generally, when I turn up at these places, I try and let people know
yeah, I was
I'm going to fly.
Buzz, like to talk to us.
I did see the buzzer, to be fair.
It says visitors, press the buzzer.
Yeah, so I came in to let you know what I'm doing.
But you didn't you didn't
No,
press the
but
buzzer.
before I did that,
Okay.
your colleague walked in and said, "What are you doing?" So I
Yeah,
said, "Oh, I'm going to fly. Do you want to tell him?"
Yeah, no, I think the problem is the guys inside are quite sensitive about stuff with it. Because literally, when you go through the gate there,
Yeah.
there's a sign that basically says you can't take photographs. So anybody who comes on site, the phones will get taken off of them. They have to put it in their place. So
The thing with drones is they can fly over anything and take photos of anything legally, within reason.
But the reason is obviously we have some trains that crash incidents and stuff like that. Which if you
But
post stuff, I'm not
Why
saying
would
why.
anybody care about seeing that? Why would that be a secret issue?
Because if there was a train crash and people see the crash of the train
Ah.
that they were involved in, that could have a very negative
Oh, right.
impact on the individuals that were in the incident.
I guess so.
It could be quite traumatic, right?
I guess so, yeah.
So that's the only reason,
But then I suppose the media would have publicised a photo of the train crash at some point.
possibly, but probably not zoomed in on this kind of sort of base. I don't know what you do with it. So.
Maybe not.
But it's more the interaction that you're interested in.
Both.
Yeah.
I try to fly over sites that are interesting,
Yeah.
not just
So what do you do with that sort of stuff? Is it just
it goes onto a channel.
on YouTube or something, and then?
It goes onto everything.
Yeah.
I can't give you what it is
Oh no, I mean
because it's been negative.
No, it's right. What's been negative?
The interaction before.
I think it was the fact that you hadn't introduced yourself and talked about it. We're very.
The thing is,
I'm talking to you. Like, it's a personal conversation. It's not that.
the thing is, a lot of places have policies about drones and photography and
we
stuff.
don't have
And
any policies other than
Oh,
you
let's
can't
get rid of
take
that.
photos because it's a restricted site.
you call the police. Did they say basically it's okay? Or
They've called the British Transport Police to see what needs to be done because unfortunately we are linked to the network. That's the problem. So that's.
I highly doubt whether they'll do anything.
It's not that. It's it will help us to make sure that. Geez, they're tiny, aren't they?
When it's up there, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can barely see it. Well, the pigeon knew about it. It's just we just want to clarify, make sure that we don't want another. We want more people turning up and doing the same sort of thing. So,
Essentially, they can, but
they can.
why would they?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, no worries.
But the idea is that when somebody objects to it, and I've had all sorts happen. I've had a lot worse than that. I've had people try and take the drone and everything. Generally, once I've gone and they've looked into it and the video's published, it don't happen again. Because they're briefed and gone, look, he can do it. In the future, just ignore it or just call the police and don't go out at all.
To be honest, for us it's not that. It's more talk to us, right? Because we're such a close site, it's not like we've got a nice reception area. But if you're coming here for the excitement, then that's a different. You've got what you wanted.
Not the incitement.
The interaction.
It has to have both.
Yeah.
An interesting flight.
Yeah, and the incitement.
I do all sorts of beautiful places with the drone, but there's always an interaction first or after of can I or can't I? Some say, yeah, crack on, we're going to show you round.
Yeah, that's the thing, we could have done that. Most part of it, obviously you can't take photos because, like I say, there's certain things that customers don't want people seeing, but their privacy is important and we're doing work for them.
I'd be happy.
It's a bit like when you go into the car dealership and they start doing the car up. They don't go let you film it. They film it for you so that you know what's happened to the car. But I don't know.
I'd be happy to have a tour with the camera off, mate.
Yeah. If you want to go for a proper tour in that, you can definitely do that.
No.
Let me get a sandwich because you interrupted my lunch break. I'm starving.
No, because what I'd do is I'd just say to my video after, I'd say, actually, they showed me round.
Yeah. Do you want to get a drink? I need to get a drink and a sandwich.
I've got to do one more flight. The battery's.
Dry. Did you want anything to drink?
You go on your lunch, mate, do you?
Yeah.
You on your break now?
Yeah, I'm literally just going to grab a
Oh,
sandwich.
carry on, yeah.
Unfortunately, I have to work all the time.
If I'm still here when you're free,
yeah, I was going to say, if you want, we can do it.
just for 5 minutes. It'll be, look, I'm interested in trains, so
cameras on it, you won't be able to
I'll
do
turn them
that.
off.
But
I'll put it in my pocket.
Yeah, you can go for a walk around that, but yeah.
Okay, cool.
Won't be able to go everywhere, just certainly.
Yeah, that'd be appreciated, man.
Yeah, we've got security guys to come around for health and safety.
Yeah, no worries. If I'm here, then thank you. So I got, when we were talking, it was using a lot of battery, so I'm going to do a proper flight, get a picture done for Google Maps. What I do with the photo is I go up as high as possible and take a 360, so it will be a really, really high shot, but then if you scroll, it will be the whole area.
Okay.
Put that on your Google Map address thing so people can see.
If you can send that, that'd be good.
You take your time, mate. If I'm still here, then great. If not, then...
have to get you some shoes and hats because safe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can't. You'll wear helmet and stuff.
Okay, no rush, mate. I mean...
I'll get the health and safety guys to come out.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, a couple of interruptions during this flight, but it's okay. I do get a feeling that he's trying to keep me in the vicinity for the police to arrive. I do think, but we shall see. Now these look quite unique. Look at those. They're very unique looking, aren't they? Can't drop down too low. We'll keep it there. So who thinks he's trying to keep me here for the police? He's changed his tune somewhat, hasn't he?
Max altitude reached.
I would say definitely. Seems very, very keen to get me in there to maybe stall me. But what we'll do, we'll have a closer look at these trains here. We won't go too low because we said we wouldn't. There we go, we'll keep it there. Can't work out what they are. They're very, very new, whatever they are. And there's a different one there. Yeah, they're the top boys, they are, who have just come out to me, the top brass. So I would say it's definitely a little bit of an anterior motive there, or whatever you call it. A different motive to keeping me around, for sure. Is that a staff car park? It's quite messy there, isn't it? Look, all the barriers. Forklift. Being shunted in. It looks like a turbo star, which they use on Chiltern railways. Birmingham, Snow Hill down to Marylebone. Through the Chiltern Hills. That's obviously following a speed restriction there. Yeah, the main line is over there, and I believe that tight bend is what takes it onto the main line. One of the main lines. I don't think it goes onto the main line, or does it? No, it does. Wolverton. Wolverton is on the West Coast main line, isn't it? After Milton Keynes, I think. So you do have high-speed trains going through there, and presumably that line eventually, yep, joins onto it. Look. And we aren't that far away. Remember, we are zoomed in massively here. There's a viaduct there. Looks like they've got a mix and match train going on. Oh dear. I hope the Royal Train's not in there. And we do have a shunter coming out here. With what, I wonder? Nothing. Maybe that's the one that was pushing in the turbo star. Look at that beast. What on earth is that for? I've got to have a close look at that. Oh, we've got police arriving. And they actually drove past me already, this one. And another one. Look at that. Hi.
Am I right in saying you're flying a drone today?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is that right? Oh, okay. Do you have a licence for one of those?
And another one. How come there's another car?
Oh, that's just my sergeant.
Hello buddy, right, how's it going?
Yeah, good.
Awesome, thanks. My colleague already checked your drone for your licence, etc.